formula. Um, this is like the realest fat loss formula you're ever going to get. So screenshot this, save it to your phone, whatever. Just keep it in the front of your mind because it's honestly this simple. It's just like simply said, harder to do, right? So move more, eat in portions, proper rest, improve your nutrition, proper exercise, community support, established habits, new perspective. So the reason that, though this is so simple, it's actually hard at the same time, is that in order to get the result you want, you don't just have to do one of these or four of these or six of these even. You've got to do 8 out of 8, and you've got to do 8 out of 8 like 7 days a week, right? And so it's not sexy. It's not like a shortcut, because there are no shortcuts. That's just like, that's the reality of it. So I've definitely gone at all ends of the spectrum where even, I used to track my weight every day. And so I weighed myself every morning. And when I was in a weight loss phase, the weeks that I wouldn't sleep enough, it would stall. And so I know, and that's real to me, I know from the data that rest really is as important as people say it is. But until you experience that for yourself, sometimes people have a hard time grasping it. But I'm really trying to just shortcut you guys learning curve and just explain to you as much as possible, like where people tend to fall short. So big thing is understanding this system, right? So the importance of adherence. Basically, you have to think of it like the body, okay? So you have all these systems that are running, and if one of them stops working, like your little itty bitty bitty appendix decides to burst, like your whole day's ruined, right? You have to go to the hospital, you've got to get surgery, everything else like starts messing up, and like you don't even care about anything else. You have no attention on anything except for the fact that that appendix isn't working. Okay, that's how diets are. You've got to pay attention to all 8 of those sections, otherwise something's not going to work. And so understand that one category is no more important than the other when it comes to that basic formula, because without one working, the others are going to stall or stop working, and the whole system's just going to like backlog almost. So to make it like simple to understand, I made this little diagram. Okay, bear with me. It's very simple. So you have to think of it like baking a cake. You have your ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs, and milk, right? So when you leave out an ingredient or add it at the wrong time, you get a sad cake. But when you use all the ingredients and use them in the correct order, you get a nice red velvet cake. I love red velvet. So that's really how simple it is. You just have to understand how to make each of those systems work for your life so that they run smoothly and you don't have to put a lot of attention to them, right? Because the biggest thing is like you don't want to be going through this diet and like not be able to pay attention to your kids, not be able to pay attention to a new project at work. You have to make these things that are sustainable. Because if you're doing something and thinking, I just can't wait for these 6 weeks to be over, then you're going to gain the weight back. And that's just the truth of it, because people who have that attitude always do. And that's just how it goes. So understand, every ingredient isn't as important as the other. You need to get them all in the correct order to make the cake work.